Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday right here on Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me tonight, we've got Kathleen Biffle, Shad Biffle, Rich Cooley, and Scott Swiftwater Toney.
Good evening.
Hello.
Evening. What's going on? You guys are all surviving and doing okay?
We've got rain, hail, and snow in Arizona.
And it begins.
It's the first West Coast Wednesday of the apocalypse.
It is. You're right. This is memorable. I should have wrote that down. And you're right, Shad. It is. Are everybody all prepared for it? For the zombies and whatever else may happen?
Maybe.
We're ready.
Are you staying indoors like you should be?
Unfortunately, yes.
Are you going crazy yet?
I am.
Yes.
And it's raining, so it's not like we could go take a walk around the block or anything.
Yes, it is. It's really raining pretty good. It's coming down.
The good news is Kathleen and I are well versed in the social distancing thing because, we don't mingle with our neighbors. So
we never did. So.
We're good.
Me neither. So yeah,
professionals over here.
Right, me too. So I feel pretty safe. Knock on wood. It's like, there's nobody to social butterfly with like Rich always says. Me and Dennis do. So I'm good. And now I see they've postponed all the gold shows now, so that's not happening in May. So we won't be there. If they reschedule them, that would be cool, but who knows? If this
is seriously the week time stood still.
Ain't it?
I have no desire to do anything.
Well, I mean, does anybody else just feel kind of mentally exhausted from all this crap?
Yes. And the more you watch the news, the more mentally exhausted you get, it seems like. I just turn that crap off.
I don't even watch news anymore.
Dude,
I don't watch TV anymore, pretty much.
No, I normally don't watch the news, but I've been kind of watching it because of this, and I get a headache from it. I'm like, just tell me the truth. What's going on? That's all I want to know.
Well, they never will, for one, tell you the truth.
True. Exactly.
So don't ever expect it.
I know. It's nice to dream. You just hope they would.
It's just annoying.
It is.
And the whole thing is annoying. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to do my part to be safe, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know who to believe.
We have to. That's what we have to do. We have to do our part, And,
but, we've been here with the kids and the 5 dogs, and day 3.
Day 3.
Day 3.
You got a calendar on the wall. You're marking these off. Day 2.
We need
day
to.
3.
This is terrible.
Of the apocalypse. Day 4.
I literally took a shower this morning and got back in my pajamas.
Why not?
I literally did not wake up and take a shower this morning. It just stayed in mine.
I did get dressed and went out, but it's like, then I came home and got back in my pajamas. But it's just to make you feel better, you just got to get dressed and go outside for a minute or something. Then come back in, put your pajamas on, and do absolutely nothing. Yeah,
because a gray day always makes me feel happier.
Yeah, and it was right. And it was crappy out.
Oh, my God. We got a ton of rain today.
Yeah.
It's still raining.
Yeah, I think it's tapering off finally.
If you guys are going to get the stuff that's coming through us right now, you're going to get rain for another 3 days.
But it's supposed to be like 60s and 70s tomorrow and Friday, and then it's going to get...
Really?
Yeah.
Then it gets down with rain,
yeah,
and then
with
it
rain,
gets down to freezing
then
again.
It goes, and
I
sun.
may just take a walk in the rain just because.
It's going to be warm rain, and then Saturday and Sunday it's going to be freezing and sunny. So it's like...
I mean, I'm going to get my wetsuit on and just walk.
That's an idea.
Don't do that.
That sounds. See, you put your face mask on, put your wetsuit on, and take the dogs for a walk.
I'll just get in the pond.
Or play with the fish. Yeah, why not?
With the koi.
Hey, they're starting to wake up. So tomorrow is tomorrow the first day of spring?
Yes.
Or no?
Yes, tomorrow.
Is it?
Yep.
What?
Tomorrow is spring. Yes.
Either tomorrow or
March
the day after.
19th, tomorrow. You are correct.
Okay.
No.
And did you know spring runs all the way till June 20th?
Really?
Yeah.
And then it's
April,
summer.
May, June.
And then it's summer, right? Obviously.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
I always thought, wow, okay.
But
Good to know.
Well, remember, April showers brings May flowers, and then June something I can't remember.
June don't bring nothing but heat and
April
bugs.
flowers. April
I like
showers
June.
bring May flowers. Yeah. April showers bring May flowers.
They better get this together before we go to Alaska in July. That's all I have to
yeah, because I heard something today.
Canceled.
They said it could be 18 months. You know?
Yeah, you're canceled on that. You're not going to Alaska.
Dude, that's what they're saying.
Oh, you want to put
going.
money on it? Let's double the 20 you already owe us. We're gone.
Oh, man, I totally forgot to give you guys that when you were
Yeah,
here.
how about that?
No,
We were going to sign it and everything. Dude.
No, I'm reneging on that.
Why?
I tried to be nice to him.
Yeah,
Oh, but I saw in the chat room, Dwight says he's heading up to Alaska.
Sweet.
nice. Way to go, Dwight. That is cool.
Gold fever?
In July, right?
July? I'm assuming. I'm not sure. He'll have to confirm in the chat room.
Nice.
Alaska's
Very
probably
cool.
one of the places they have nothing up there, and they're like, nope, you ain't coming. Nobody's allowed in. No flights, nothing.
Don't they? It's in every state. It's been confirmed.
It's every state.
Yep. Even
West Virginia was the lone
they were the
holdout and
last
it finally
ones.
collapsed.
Yep.
Well, you know why they said West Virginia was the last one?
Because nobody lives so close together.
Oh, because they didn't have any test kits.
Oh, is that what they said?
They were the last one to get test kits.
Oh,
got it.
interesting. I just figured it's because everybody lives up and down in the
They had lots
hollers.
of people sick, but they didn't have any test kits.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Look at that.
Rich is full of useful information tonight.
That is useful.
Yeah, I just figured it was because, they're good at social distancing.
No, I heard it. They announced it. They said that's why they were the last ones, because they didn't get any test kits.
I'll be darned. Okay. Well,
You know what's kind of good about all this though?
What?
Is because people can't gather in the masses, because people in the masses are freaking idiots.
Well,
So-
here's my thing. Will this reverse global warming?
Oh.
Totally.
Or climate change, whatever it's called now. Have we stopped it?
Good
Oh, I
question.
guess everybody shut down,
Good question.
but there's still those cow farts.
Oh, yeah. I always forget about those.
I just want to, I don't want to downplay anything, but we just don't know, guys. And I really feel for the ones who have lost work hours and, are really stressed out about stuff, because this just sucks.
It does.
We've got 2 girls who can't earn income, and, they got rent coming, and it gets
It's anarchy. It's what it is.
unprecedented.
And it's going to get worse before it gets better.
You know what? I feel sorry for the people that's lost their grandparents and stuff like that because of this.
Yeah, but then you got all these damn idiots out on these beaches in Florida. It's like, are you
the college
stupid?
kids, yeah. I did read a funny article where they were calling out the millennials for being stupid.
And
That's why they're called millennials.
Just because they don't think they can get it, they could take it home to their grandparents or their parents. It's like, you morons. Just
What, the spring breakers?
I guess.
Spring breakers.
Still idiots. What's wrong?
Well, people,
with them?
I don't want to. They jump on the bandwagon or whatever, and they don't realize the implications of what
they don't.
their actions are doing.
I mean, would I like to be on a beach right now? Sure, but
Oh yeah, but they were probably, the virus, we're going to be sick. But yeah, they can go down to spring break.
It only affects old people. It only affects old people. We're
Kind of
safe.
like the person wearing the face mask and the glove, but allowing people to touch their food and pick up their thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, come on.
Yeah, that's right.
You were that scared.
There's so many different things. You just shake your head. You know?
Right. I go back and forth. I struggle with it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a simple elevator ride can screw you.
Anything can.
Yes.
Right? You know, it's like... So what... Now, say you go out, Kathleen, Shad, Scott, Rich. What precautions do you guys take while you're out and when you get back home?
Wash your damn hands. Oh, sorry.
No, don't
Stop being a pig.
I mean, I don't wear gloves. I don't wear a face mask.
No.
I get what I get, and I'm normal.
Okay.
I do my part, wash my hands.
I don't do anything weird, yeah.
I still will not touch the banister at work on the stairway.
There's some dirty people.
That's kind of gross, but other than that, I mean, nothing's really different.
No.
See, I've told Lisa, I said, you know what, keep your hands washed and everything like that. But through the day, when you haven't did it and you've been to a place to put, don't wipe your eyes, don't wipe your nose, don't scratch your face, just don't get it close.
Right. Now
you realize when you tell people not to touch their face, they want to touch their face.
It's almost like,
I'm just saying.
It's like I don't know what it is. It's something
I bet
weird.
People right now have a tingling on their face.
And they all want to touch their
next
nose.
to the corner of their mouth where it's a little damp and they're feeling the air and the moistness there, and they just want to touch it and wipe it.
I'm just saying, you got to, if you ain't got self-control, you have no control, period.
Right.
So,
Then you got idiots looking toilet seats on airplanes. So,
come on.
Is that the new challenge?
Yeah.
So somebody tried it to make it a challenge.
Oh my God.
That's the new Corona challenge. Like
I want to see the push your face in a toilet or an airplane toilet and flush it challenge. Because somebody's going to lose an eyebrow.
Lick a toilet seat. That's pretty interesting. Good God. You can't fix stupid. You just can't. Oh. No matter what, it's not going to change. But there's things people could do. And I mean, just, for themselves. Like you said, wash your hands, carry hand sanitizer.
It's just like any other flu season, in my opinion. I mean, watch being around the elderly. If you have a cold, just stay away.
Stay away from the elderly.
How about if you're sick, just don't freaking go out?
That's
too.
pretty
cut dry.
There's a big one. Yeah, that one definitely
It's called
works.
self-responsibility.
Yeah.
If you want to be that idiot goes out and gets other people sick, guess what? I'm not going to say it. You need... Bang. That's all I'm going to say.
It's the same ones, hoarding all the toilet paper.
Probably.
So.
Exactly.
You're probably right. See, that's... Oh, my God.
We were talking about that earlier. All the guys that's hoarding toilet paper is the ones that telling you not to buy ammunition.
Right.
Yeah, because now they're like, oh, we hate guns, and then now they're like, oh, I need a gun to be safe. They go buy a gun. Oh, no, it doesn't come with ammo?
Yeah, I can't get ammo?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like you said earlier, have you noticed the lines at the gun stores? Oh, they're a lot bigger now.
Yeah.
A lot of people realize that they can't buy guns online like they were told.
Right.
Yeah, you still got to go somewhere.
They're trying to order guns online. They're like, we can't do that.
And-
I was told I could.
And they said...
Amazon's out of guns.
And they said so many people are buying guns now, like here in Ohio where you can buy a gun and get it the same day. You can't now because there's so many applications, they're backed up. They can't process them. Yeah, they can't process them.
That's why you should be a concealed carry weapons permit holder in Ohio.
Then you don't have
they don't have to call it in. You just go.
It. Bingo. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're right. There.
Yes. Even though I have my permit here in PA, they still got to call in. It doesn't matter. They crashed it. They crashed the site so many times.
Here you don't have to. You could get it and go. But if you don't, there's a wait now because the system's all backed up. They said it could be a day, it could be weeks. They don't know. So what's funny is because I drive past a gun store today and see a big long line out, and I laugh. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, dude, we did this 3 years ago. I know who you voted for.
And what are they going to do when they close those gun stores?
That's right. They're going, oh my God, I can't get guns.
Trying to close them in Philadelphia,
I noticed it's where certain political affiliations that are really far one way are doing that to their cities right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's called control.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, folks. That's called people in the masses. And Kathleen is right. It is called control.
But it's all non-essential businesses.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what it's going to be. And then they can't protect their toilet paper. So then what? What you going to do?
Well, you're going to douse myself in essential oils.
Oh, see,
yeah, but you guys, you remember the old days when they had cloth diapers?
Yeah.
Okay, you wipe it, sling it, fling it, and wash it. That's easy.
That's it. It's not that hard. Right?
Hey, at least you don't have to go to a river and wash it. Wait
a minute.
Every store you go to's got tons of paper towels and napkins. They just are out of toilet paper. It's like, okay, just buy some extra paper towels.
That's what I had some friends that were talking about the toilet paper thing. I said, yeah, because I'm the smart one. They're like, how's that? I'm like, because I've been hoarding paper towels for 2 months.
See? Paper towels work they work in a pinch, right? It's like, don't have to be
or a bidet,
Right.
Just get a garden hose.
Yeah, just get a garden hose.
Just wash it off, man. Just give it a little spray.
Or just go to the bathroom and jump in the shower.
Oh, tell me you don't do that.
Sanitary.
So are you telling me I have to wear shower shoes in my home?
No. It's just me. You
guys didn't hear that. That's terrible.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, we heard it. It was funny, though. We know he's just kidding. But it is good. You could, I guess, worst case scenario. It's I don't know, guys. It's crazy.
I do need some gold in my life right now because it would just cheer me up.
You need to be camping.
I think we can still do that here. We're not under house arrest, so we can at least go somewhere on the weekend if it's nice.
Right. Get the camper out and go.
Do some social distancing.
Right.
Do you know, hey, camping is closed here. You cannot go out and camp now.
What?
Why is camping closed?
How do they camp
in the desert?
You know what? I was just talking to I just talked to Lisa tonight about that. I said that's really weird. They said you can't go on BLM and start camping and anything like that because they don't know where you are. They can't control you. And I'm not being a conspiracy guy. I'm just saying when you close down camping on the BLM, do what?
What?
I'm serious.
I have not read that anywhere.
I've not heard nothing about being camping.
Because you don't live in Arizona.
Well, I know, but they're telling us everything else that we don't want to know about it. So,
well, you don't have BLM land over there. I'm just saying.
Well, that's funny because there's an article that says camping reservations have increased amid coronavirus pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Now there are.
Okay, so when was that report made? 2 weeks ago.
There are national parks closed.
Right.
But as far as open BLM land, I don't agree with you, man.
Well, I'm telling you, I already saw it. What are you talking about? I live here. You crazy nut.
It doesn't mean you're getting the right information.
Right. Now, did they close your campground, Scott?
Do what?
Did they close your campground?
They're not accepting anybody.
Okay. And if you just went out into the desert and camped, that's not allowed? That's not BLM land, right?
No, I'm just saying they're flying over and stuff like that. They just said that they don't want people going out on the BLM land, and they just shut it down. They said no more camping. They don't want the mass hysteria and people running out there thinking they're going to be safe, and then you get masses of people out in the desert.
Right.
They just stay in your house. That's what they're trying to say. Stay in your house if you live in town. Me, I got two different.
What if you don't have a house?
Yeah, about the homeless people.
Why they say it.
Well, then you stay under the bridge again. I don't know.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just saying what I just saying.
Well, in all seriousness, though, I mean, it's easy to make light and have fun and jokes, but still always exercise caution to what you believe is the appropriate way.
Yep, exactly. Geez, it just makes you shake your head. That's all. I know that.
By the way, what's your guys' gas costing?
$1.90 something.
$1. Yeah, I think around $1.90, $1.80 something, 89.
89.
Now, see, last week I paid $3.29. I don't know what it is because I haven't went to get gas yet, but I'm kind of curious.
Oh yeah, it's cheap. Gas is
Ours
cheap.
was $2.29 last week. I don't know what it is now.
But the only thing bad about that is because gold and gas kind of trades hand in hand. So,
but there ain't nowhere to go. You get all the gas you want if you can't go nowhere. It's like, okay, got a full tank of gas, though. Well, I'm all right.
You know what? Imagine if you had like 5 or 6 big 55-gallon drums you just had to go fill up.
Yeah, at them prices, sure. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Heck yeah, see? So there's a little, ray of hope. At least we got cheap gas prices.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I hope it gets that way here. Like I said, I haven't checked. But last week when I come in town, it was like Thursday of last week. And it was still $3.29.
Ah. Arizona, right?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I read that Arizona's thinking about raising their gas taxes by 30 cents.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think we need that either.
It does that.
Now,
I don't know what it is, but they knock it up big time.
Yeah. Now, Shad, what's this precious metal doing this week? I heard silver dropped to like $12. Is this true?
Well, a lot of the precious metals are, obviously taking nosedives right now.
Uh-huh.
I really don't think anything's spared from this.
Right.
But it does look like stuff's kind of slowing up a little bit, or I don't know if it hit the bottom, but it looks like maybe it won't keep dropping. Of course, that'll change. But gold's down $49 at $1,488.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the chart, it did go up again, and then it fell a little bit.
Right.
So it's hard to tell really what's going to happen. It really depends on a lot of circumstances. But silver, yes, that one. Man, it dropped 76 cents to $11.96, but I believe it didn't. Right now, it's above $12 again.
Okay.
But here's the funny thing, right? Uh-huh. Silver is always one of the most volatile of the precious metals, right? It's the first that reacts harshly to stuff. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But say, okay, $11.96 right now, or 12, whatever spot is right now.
12,
you want to go buy it. Those places to buy it, I've looked at, most of them are sold out, but the prices do not reflect the appropriate, based off of current spot prices because it's dropped so rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful out there if you are looking to buy stuff.
Okay.
Platinum fell $42, and it's at $627.
Oh. Okay.
So that's a lot lower than...
Yeah.
I haven't in the past year haven't seen that low. Actually, 5 years ago, not that low. 10 years, yeah, it's well over 10 years since it's been at this price.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting there. Palladium, that fell $47, and it's at $1,564.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Now, rhodium, like I said, nothing has been unscathed here.
It's unstoppable.
This fell $1,750.
Ooh.
Boom!
So that one's like pretty much I'm jumping off a cliff. It's at $9,000.
What? It was $13,000 last week.
But here's the thing, all right? I mean, trust me, this isn't financial advice in no way. Right. This is kind of our opinions of what we're talking about here.
Sure.
But I told you that rhodium, if you look historically, when something really bad, the 2008 recession, and you look at the prices of what they were just before it hit almost $10,000 back then. And then it dropped down to just a little over $1,000.
Wow.
It tanked, right? It tanked at the recession. So, granted, with this happening, if the longer businesses and our economy is slowed down to a halt, we're going to go into another recession,
right?
Based of the outcome of this panic and the virus. So you're going to see something very similar with rhodium drop way down again, almost basically bottom out, and then it'll be pretty flat until big upticks again in the economy.
Mm-hmm. If it drops
I'm
that
curious.
far,
We'll see. But that's what my prediction.
If it drops down to 1,000,
giving you investment advice.
I predict a fast bounce back.
Well, if it drops down to 1,000, I'm selling everything and buying rhodium.
Exactly.
Because you know where it's going, right back up again. So it's like, guarantee you, everything's gone. You know.
I mean, if you looked at the stocks and stock markets, I mean, even Tesla's down to like what, 700, 800, 900 a share now. That's stupid, unfathomable. So
see, maybe it'll keep going down, and you can get in on that. Dang.
Well, if you do, it's going to come back up. Like I said,
right.
Everything's going to go down. It'll bounce back.
Oh yeah, but I mean, good Lord, that's some crazy prices right now.
Yeah, it is. I would say this week especially. I mean, you just look at the stock market, what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, and it's interesting to pay attention to these precious metal prices.
Yeah.
Through all this too, though.
Exactly.
To see how it all works, how it all responds.
Yeah, I just can't believe it. I mean, that's a huge drop.
Well, look at the Dow. Even took it. Dow's went down a lot,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not happy to see it there. You're kind of the fear factor's out there, but it's actually went down. And it's went down because just things have quit. You guys got to understand, that the stocks ain't making money. If the people ain't making money, the factory ain't making money. It's not working.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, like I said, I wouldn't be. I'd be worried because you're losing money if you bought stocks into it. But the company's actually shut down. It's not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Once it starts back up, and production starts back up, bang, it's going to come back up, and it's going to be, I think, back around where we were just before we started this little adventure.
Right.
I think, anyway.
Right. See? Ah, jeez. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I never thought we'd be having these talks.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't see anybody jumping out of windows yet, so we're still good.
No, let's hope.
Well, the way I look at it, the virus, it's going to obviously claim far more people over time, and it's interesting of a virus, but I think the main impact of all this is yet to come. I think the fallout financially and economically is going to be a lot worse than the virus itself. That's my take.
Yeah, I think you're right, Shad.
I would agree.
Yep.
And for all of our listeners out there, if you are of the older persuasion, because we know a lot of us prospectors are between the ages of 40 and, oh my goodness, you know what? Just be careful and be smart about what you do or your company that's coming over, anything like that. Right now, just be kind of on your own, be with your loved ones, and be happy about where you're at. Just kind of stay away from the masses because that's where the trouble seems to be heading.
You really see the bad side of people when stuff like this comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, they go nuts.
It's where's the humanity?
Right.
There isn't any.
So you stay away if you can. Yeah, because you just don't know what's going to happen because people can get crazy when something like this happens.
But there was a slogan a long time ago I always heard: everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to go.
Yeah.
So don't get the mass hysteria. Don't do this. Just be, like I said, take the measures, stay away from people for right now. I know it's hard to stay away from family, but if you got one family member that just doesn't care because, I'm not going to get it, that's the kind of the person you probably want to kind of stay away from right now. Just don't chance it. And I kind of feel bad for everybody that's in cold land like you guys are. Like you got your temperatures going up and down and cold and it's going to warm.
Oh, yeah.
That's what gives you guys the flu and stuff. That's what pretty much messes your stuff up. And now we got this stuff to go on top of it. And heck, now if you got somebody with a cough, they're looking at you like, you better stay 6 feet away from me, buddy.
Okay. All right. This just in, coronavirus. All California state park campgrounds are shut down. And all Arizona campgrounds are shut down. Yep.
So
but BLM land is not a campground.
Right. This just says campgrounds.
They've posted it here that there is no camping on BLM land.
I call that's control, not real. They can't stop you.
I know.
Really? They can't blockade a road and said, sorry, you can't go out of town?
Well, it's the desert. You can get around.
They can, but I would think they have more important things to do.
Exactly. Unless they're planning something out there and they're hiding, developing vaccines or something fishy. I don't know.
Oh, there's going to be a vaccine. Maybe it's there's going to be a vaccine in the next 2 months.
All I say is we went to Arizona just at the right time.
Exactly.
I know we left before the rain moved in. Like the week after we were there, or the week we left. What, you guys had nothing but rain, and then now this week you said a temperature drop. And now they're not.
Oh, it dropped today. I was outside on the back porch, and it was not bad. I got a sweater on, or sweatshirt. And all of a sudden, within 20 minutes, I'm out there and I could see my breath because the clouds moved over. I could see my breath, and I'm like, man, it got cold.
I read the high was 65, the low was 50, so you're crazy.
Dude, look up north.
That's all I'm going to say.
Look up north. I'm talking around Prescott, Flagstaff.
You're not up north, are you? You cannot say it was so cold and then say, 400 miles north of me is what I'm really talking about.
I could see my breath 400
it's
miles
150
away.
miles, you crazy nut. I'm just saying, if you go to sitting there and you're not seeing your breath in 20 minutes, now you're seeing your breath in Arizona, that's cold.
I would agree.
Yeah, it's cold, Scott. It's cold.
That Buckeye is going to figure it out when he moves out here.
I will say this: you are right. Up in Prescott, it's like high in the 40s, low 30s. So it's really about our weather.
That's like our weather.
Yeah,
that's freezing.
And where do you live?
In town.
Where?
In which town?
Which town? Yeah.
Well, I mean, at which time? I'm at my house right now, but that's not where I
where are you at today in the sweater seeing your own breath?
Right, that's the question.
Ahwatukee.
Where? Watuki.
It's the most southern part of Phoenix you can get to before you go on an Indian reservation.
Okay. And you can see your breath.
So it's South Phoenix.
In Watuki, you can see your breath.
Ahwatukee.
Ahwatukee?
Ahwatukee.
Ahwatukee.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sounds like a Hawaiian island.
Well, the next town to the left of us would be Chandler.
That sounds normal.
Chandler.
Yeah. Ahwatukee.
But like I said, before you go to Tucson, you'll pass Chandler, and after Chandler, there is no more roads because you're going to Tucson.
Hey, there is a road because you're going to Tucson. You mean no side streets, no neighborhoods.
Okay,
right?
Catch up, mustard, and relish the moment, please.
Are some people having problems with the sound? I've gotten a few comments on that.
I haven't seen none tonight.
What? Just refresh is what I've been telling people.
Yeah, that's it. Just refresh. Okay. Refresh.
Because another listener, Bruce Custer, he said he's going up there to Chicken, Alaska, where we were.
Oh, nice. Cool.
At the same time?
At the end of July, I think, is when he's going. Yep.
Nice.
So
you guys got to remember, just because you got an appointment and you got a reservation, don't mean you're flying anywhere.
Scott is such a doubting Thomas. He just...
I know.
Not with that attitude.
I know.
He's just raining on everybody's parade.
Oh, you're not going to be able to get in the Yukon then.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How's that?
No, they already closed Canada off.
Right, so you're not going
to non-essential travel.
You're not going to Yukon. Nope.
I had a buddy of mine yesterday. You guys remember that Wally World when John Candy goes, sorry, the park's closed?
Yeah.
He's like, sorry, the world's closed.
See you in a couple weeks.
That's right. See you in a couple weeks.
Just about there.
We're all taking a spring break.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I got plans, you guys, but Canada, they're not going to let nobody in. They've already closed the borders on Canada. They said they're done.
Yeah.
They're out.
I will say, if anyone's curious, where Swiftwater, the town he lives in, Razor shared a Google Maps link to Ahwatukee.
That's where Scott lives?
Where is it?
Yeah, Scott's absolutely right.
It's very south.
Ahwatukee.
I told you.
Ahwatukee Foothills Village.
They got What is that?
Makutu's Island. That looks like a water park nearby. Hey, you're not too far away from an IKEA.
No, there's one right up the road.
You can go get you some of that IKEA furniture and put it together.
You know what's really funny about that store?
What?
Because we had to build it too.
Awatuki.
Hey, you're right by a Texas Roadhouse, which they're open for takeout orders, curbside.
And he's right by a golf course, too, right?
Yeah.
I got all kinds of stuff around me.
Oh, man, you're set. You are.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm set.
You're set. You're in business. Man, look at you. Awatuki, Swiftwater. You know,
Tim, didn't you know the world's closed?
Where's Manny?
Oh, he's up at camp freezing his butt off.
Oh, he's a real miner, huh? He's just staying up there working away.
Yeah, he's roughing it, yeah.
Yeah, you just leave him up there to find gold.
He got left behind.
Did you wipe him down thoroughly with Clorox cleanups?
No.
He's quarantined.
Did he test positive and you left him in Black Canyon City?
After all your handling of him, did you sanitize him?
He's only had 2 visitors, and that's Shad and Kathleen. So, hey, no. You and Lisa has had him for quite a while.
Yeah.
He hasn't ventured out though. He's social distancing.
Yeah,
I remember the last 2 people that touched Manny was you and Lisa.
No, it was.
Yeah. You carried him back. You took him back after our party.
See? So if you just leave him there for 2 weeks, he'll be fine. You can go around him again.
Okay. Yeah, but we know we're not sick.
Well, Manny don't know that, though. What's to protect him?
Manny doesn't know a lot.
Well, just
Manny's practicing social distancing.
Yeah, give him a good cleansing, Scott, when you get back. Wipe him down real good. All right. Give him a good, thorough sanitizing. And
I'll spray him down.
Or spray him down, yeah. Just give him a good, thorough cleansing. He'll need that, right? He'll have to have it.
Speaking of a cleansing, how about birthdays?
What is that?
I think that's a good cleansing. Go for it. Dennis ain't here to sing,
but it was a way to segue into birthdays. Okay,
it worked.
Tell us some birthdays. Happy news. Somebody lived.
Yeah, here's some happy news. Congratulations, having a birthday in the apocalypse. We have Arlene Blaha, Bill Shackelford, Doug, Jim Huddleston, Matt Richard McCursey, Nugget Joe Cooper, Robert Ferguson, Scott Hoskins, Trevor Tallman, William Keith Howe, William White, and Zach Crawford, a.k.a. Crawdad. And then tomorrow, see a handful, Bill Warmbrought, David Luster, Dreama Blevins, John McCleft, Kim Woodside, Nick, and P.L. Barr.
Nice.
Happy birthday,
man, everybody.
Who are you going to do a segment on? Because there was a lot of $50 names in there.
Uh-huh.
A lot of 50. All right, how about you pick one then?
How about Joe Cooper?
Oh.
Nugget Joe Cooper.
Yeah.
There he's good. Yeah, do that.
All right. Yeah, let me open up his profile. He's from New Philadelphia, Ohio, which we know Joe. He's cool. He'll drop a lot of money on raffles just to say he won. He's one who needs to update his page. I will say this, because at the time when he joined, he said he was just learning, and it was a new hobby for him when he started gold prospecting on the site.
When was that?
I'm getting to it. The page is going really slow. That's why I started talking slow. Corona. I think Gold Prospector Space is infected.
We got a virus.
Got a coronavirus.
All right. He joined back March 12th in 2015.
Oh.
So 5 years now. At the time, he said he does not belong to any clubs. He found the site through Gold Pay Dirt Reviews, and he was just using a gold pan, which we know, of course, he has changed. or he is grown as a prospector.
Yeah.
I know he has a 4-inch keen dredge, and it is a loud son of a gun. The man needs to put a muffler on it. I don't know how he hears anything when he's running that dredge. It is the loudest thing imaginable.
Joe Cooper is a lot of fun on outings.
Yeah. He is.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. We've gotten to know him because he is part of some clubs from the Buckeye GPA to some other state ones, too. Mm-hmm. He's a hoot to be around. A lot of fun. And his brother, too.
Yep.
But, yeah, check his page. He's got one heck of a nice little gold collection he was showing off in one of his posts. So thank you, Joe. Happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday. And many more. Very cool.
I wonder if we'll see him at Ed and Jesse's thing.
When is Ed and Jesse's thing?
I'm going to say probably.
Is Ed and Jesse's thing going to be canceled because of this?
Well, that's not till June, so I think we can wait it out and see.
Yeah, it might.
I mean, come on, people. You don't stop making plans and trying to live.
Right. No, you still go ahead and make your plans.
You don't know what's going to change.
I say make your plans and then just deal with it when the time comes. Either yes, it's still on, or no, it ain't. You know, just still make your plans.
I mean, we're in March 18th right now.
Mm-hmm.
The summer is still several months away.
Right.
Could aspects of this virus linger? Of course. Mm-hmm. Will it be as severe? I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is now.
I actually heard this virus couldn't actually live in high heat neither.
Yeah, but it's in Mexico and all these other hot places, so I don't. I think
okay, if you're talking about the blow or the heat gun, try and sticking it in your mouth, that can't.
No, you crazy nut! Not
I'm
that.
just saying. I've seen that going around social media.
Yeah, no.
So you got your own blow dryer.
It's in all these hot places.
Just remember to spray the water bottle just behind the blow dryer at the same time you got it running.
Yeah, lay in the bathtub while you do it, right?
Yeah, don't worry about the sparks. You'll be fine.
It lives everywhere.
Well, did you guys see? And I think Jaron brought this up in the chat room. There is a big earthquake hit out there in Utah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was weird, wasn't it?
That is.
Yeah, it's like, man. Now
the apocalypse.
Earthquakes now? It's like, it's...
Well, we had somebody on the news here in Arizona that called down, was on the news, and they had like some certain things shooken off their shelves there, but they weren't really close to it. But they were like, wow, what's going on?
Yeah, it was a 5.7 magnitude, I think, at least from one article.
Yeah, that's a big quake, right?
A lot of, I think they said over 10 million people felt it.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty big, right? 5 points?
Yeah, 5.7.
That's a big one. They said Colorado, Idaho, Wyoming, and Nevada reported feeling the earthquake.
Wow. Yeah, see?
And just for you guys out there that believe in certain things, that's not because of global warming.
It's an earthquake.
That's called the tectonic plates moving.
Is that what it is?
Well, that's the world's been doing it for years and years, and it's going to keep continuing.
Always move. It's just crazy, that they get hit with that. And they got enough to worry about. Everything going on.
Well, I think Jaron said the epicenter was Magna, Utah, and that's where he lives.
Yeah, Jaron is in Magna. Yeah, man, good thing. Glad you're safe, buddy. Yeah, that's for sure.
That's like, what is it? What they say? Like 50? Is it 50 miles outside of Salt Lake City? I think.
What?
To the left.
What?
Where the actual earthquake was like the hardest hit? Isn't it like 50 miles to the? I want to say west of Salt Lake City, because there's a bay.
If you're referring to the town of Magna, yes, that is just outside of Salt Lake City to the west,
50 miles. 50 miles.
Okay, that's why I said I think it was about 50 miles away. They had a good radius for it. So
the town of Magna, yeah, interesting. Wow, crazy too though. You got, you said, don't need no other issues going on in this world right now.
Well, I was trying to say around Salt Lake City so people weren't looking up Magna because it's 50 miles to the west of it.
Magna.
Northwest.
Okay, northwest, whatever.
It's
just saying.
Just saying.
But isn't it like right by a bay or a big inlet, or it's around a lot of water. I've seen that.
The lake, right?
Yeah, it's near. It's just outside of where the Great Salt Lake is.
Oh.
And Jaron, his YouTube page, he posted a video of it.
Oh, cool. Posted here on GPS, Jaron. I see Scott posted a video today, too, of some rain in his truck.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That was a little bit of a rain before the real big one hit. So
right, but we can't get a video of you and Manny or of you talking about Prospector or nothing. But you can film some rain. Did you do that with your new GoPro 8? Or was that with your phone?
No, I did that with my cell phone.
With your cell phone. Okay. All right. But it was a video. I'm going to give you credit for that.
I'm not getting credit of it, no.
You're not? Okay. I was being nice. I was going to give him some credit.
Because he was in town for a video.
Yeah. So there's no internet nonsense.
And it was only 20 seconds. I even commented while he was live, hoping he would see it, so we could chat it up. But
yeah, you should have stayed on a little bit.
I didn't stay on too long.
Should have stayed on gave people time to get in there and talk to you. Man, come on.
I just was showing there was rain again here.
So are you going to
What about talking to people?
So why don't you do one while you're home?
Well, you know what? I guess I can.
See?
I might have to put it on Gold Prospector space because somebody with a black hat and a gray beard and a white T-shirt and a backwards bandana tried it last week.
Well, maybe he'll do it again. You never know. Maybe this time he'll get it right.
Yeah, but maybe my mustache won't fall off either.
maybe he'll use better glue next time. Just saying.
Lisa died. She was laughing. She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's really Tim right there."
I'll get it right next time. Promise.
And the voice was eerily similar. I swear to God, it was Scott.
Oh my God, it wasn't even close, you guys.
Yeah, that guy just might do that again, Scott. I had some ideas for sure already. I've been planning. Trust me. I've been planning and made a store run just for it.
Yeah, Lisa's like, who's that making fun of you? I said, they're not making fun. I said, that's Tim.
No, wasn't nobody making fun of you.
Oh, I know.
Just, you had to put a video out, so you did. Dennis used to do it all the time too. So, Dennis ain't done one in a while. He might have to make an appearance again too. Never know. Just saying. Just saying. You never know. Right, Shad?
That's right.
That's right. You just never, ever know. But one thing I know is I want to do a quick commercial break, and then I want some fun facts to brighten things up. What do you guys think? Sound good?
I don't know about brightening things up, but okay.
Well, fun facts. The name is brightening. So what we'll do, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Kathleen Biffle and some fun facts. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights. Rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe. Metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
Okay, everybody. March 18th, 2020. And as you've been hearing tonight, it is day 3 of the quarantine and social distancing. So,
we're all gonna die.
We're still fortunate, though, that we can live in a world where we can still stay connected but distanced.
Mm-hmm. The internet.
Right, true. Right.
But could you imagine the isolation, way back when they didn't have all of this internet?
You can imagine, though, if we lost all internet and phone connectivity.
How isolating that
would
be.
Anarchy then for a lot of
that people. Was when anarchy happened.
Anarchy!
It would.
Fingers crossed.
Well, there wasn't much news going on. A lot of the local events were canceled. So we're just going to do a fun fact, like an extended one.
Nice.
And I thought I would relate it, to what we're experiencing, but in a different light. So tonight's fun fact is about the outbreaks of epidemics during the gold rush of the 1840s and some of the unusual treatments that folks did back then.
Okay.
So.
Oh, man.
Well, as you know, it's estimated that 100,000 native people lived in California before the discovery of gold. But after the gold rush, the native population declined to about 30,000. Some people of the Miwok and Medu and Nissinian tribes, Nissinan, I guess, Nissinan, I don't know. Anyway, those members actually helped James Marshall dig a mill race at Sutter's Mill.
Mm-hmm.
And we know about Sutter's Mill, the discovery of gold that, sparked the California gold rush and caused an influx of miners to come into the area, not social distancing, and bringing diseases that ended up killing thousands of Native Americans.
Oh, geez.
And the diseases in the gold rush, they were painful. And there weren't many doctors around to help the miners when they were ill. Some were lucky. They would be able to get to a doctor, but most of them died.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a fact. Miners perished in great numbers from starvation, disease. The individuals who made their way out west during the gold rush also had hardships that made things difficult. And they often found after making the journey that the work was hard and there is no guarantee for success.
Exactly.
So the death rate was very high.
Sure.
They said that 1 in every 5 miners who came to California in 1849, they were dead within 6 months.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Black toilet paper.
Well, I'm just saying, can you imagine, though, coming from the East Coast, like where you guys are, trees, there's deer running around and stuff. You come out here to the desert and you got buzzards flying around. That's about it.
You got plants that want to hurt you.
Yeah, like all of them.
Well, some of the diseases, I'll talk about a little bit of them.
Right.
Cholera. It's an infection. It's caused by bacteria. The main side effects of cholera is vomiting and diarrhea. Mm-hmm. You can get it primarily from drinking water or eating food contaminated by poo.
Poo-poo.
Of an infected person. The disease is highly dangerous, and it can lead to death. Mm-hmm. And here's a fact about that. The most common medical problem back then were the gastrointestinal illnesses. So you can imagine the uncomfortableness there. But, the cholera outbreak was the most terrifying because of how fast it could spread, and obviously the high mortality rate people were afraid of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you got to remember that where they got their water from was the streams. Now, if you don't know what's going on 2 miles ahead,
washed, their hiney's,
right?
Yeah, they didn't have toilet paper
because there was no toilet paper.
Yeah, but 2 miles up the creek, there could have been a cattle farm, there could have been a whole big camp. You don't know, and you're sitting there going, "This is some delicious water." No,
and a lack of toilet paper.
Didn't they have the one finger flick it thing going on back then?
I don't know. But cholera appeared on the trails, and they were mostly prevalent in Oregon and California in 1849 and 1850. So that was cholera.
So
Another
Oregon
one.
Was in on that?
Huh?
Oregon was in on that?
Yeah. Actually, it was really prevalent in those two states.
Mm-hmm. That went way north.
I don't know. Another one was scurvy, and this is a disease I don't understand. But
I hate that name.
What this disease is, it's bleeding gums. You'll have bleeding gums if you have scurvy. Mm-hmm. It is a lack of vitamin C in your diet.
Right.
Signs of scurvy could include being tired, muscle weakness, joint and muscle aches, and you have rashes, mostly on your legs. Mm-hmm. This is very hard to deal with because back then they didn't have enough medicine. And scurvy was prevalent because the miners barely had enough food, and most of the food or drinks were either coffee, biscuits, tea, bread, and cheese.
Right.
And obviously none of those foods have vitamin C. Mm-hmm. And that's why it made it very easy to get scurvy. And here's a fact that the demand for lemons and apples back then were high because of their abilities to help prevent scurvy. Mm-hmm. And it actually hit a peak in the California Gold Rush of 1849.
Wow.
Malnourished miners would pay a lot of money for just a lemon.
I'll be darned.
And even today, California is full of lemon trees as a result.
Oh, okay.
Huh, that's cool.
That's an interesting fun fact.
That is an interesting fun fact.
Scurvy. I still hate the name.
Scurvy.
Oh,
I like it. Yes.
It sounds like sounds like a bad worm.
No, oh my
God! Like usually you tied it to the old sailors way back. Yeah, they'd get scurvy.
Yeah, exactly.
There weren't no vitamin C on that one either.
No, not on a ship.
Another one was scarlet fever and smallpox. Those were very, very prevalent in the gold rush. Uh-huh. These diseases were rampant at a time when, of course, the treatment back then, you would do the bleeding, the puking, the purging, or using dry or wet cupping. That was some of the treatments back then for some of these diseases. Not a new treatment, though. We've heard about this before. Bleeding dates back at least 2,000 years ago. This is the idea of removing excess blood to rebalance the body. And it's actually, here's a fun fact, it's speculated that George Washington actually died from excessive bloodletting in the course of being treated for a sore throat.
I'm just saying, if you've run out of blood, you're going to die.
Yeah. Exactly.
Unless you got the scurvy.
Scurvy. Now, this one I don't understand. It's called dry cupping.
What the heck is that? Can you explain?
This was another remedy back then.
Okay. Dry cup.
It required having the skin drawn upward by creating a vacuum in a cup over the area of the skin. So wet cutting was where a mild suction was created using a cup and a pump, and the cup was removed, and small skin incisions were made with a small quantity of blood withdrawn. So that's kind of weird.
You know they still do cupping today.
Do they?
I've got a massage therapist. She wants to try it on me all the time. I'm like, no.
All right.
And she's good friends. But I'm like, still, no. It's actually a real thing. Like it looks like a mini fish bowl about the size of your palm. You put a what we call a wand in it or a lit. It looks like a giant match, and you heat it up. And when you put it to the skin, the heat draws in the skin.
I would like to see a YouTube video, Scott, of you having this done.
Me too.
I don't want to get it done. What are you? I'm telling you.
Do it.
It'll make you feel better.
It will.
You know what? So does a nice massage. I'll take that.
No, let's just keep going. All right. So back in the gold rush, this was still a time where the most common surgical procedure was amputation.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, it was done with a saw or a knife without anesthesia. Amputation was really the only way to prevent gangrene. So the mortality rate of someone that had a bad wound or fracture was 50% if you had amputation, and mortality of 100% if you didn't.
Wow.
So your odds were... There you go.
Yeah.
Your odds weren't that great.
Not very good, yeah.
No.
Don't get shot.
I like when Kathleen goes, your odds were... Yeah, okay, let's go.
Yeah, your chances are 100% dead.
Yeah. And actually, general anesthesia came into use around 1846. But they used ether. It was dangerous because, of course, it could explode near a flame.
Right.
And, if you don't do it right, I think you can actually kill somebody.
Yeah, you can asphyxiate someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what's really funny? Because if you had corporal tunnel and then you got administered general anesthesia, would that just be major pain?
You mean carpal tunnel?
He was being.
Oh, you were doing a joke.
He was being funny.
It was a bad joke.
It was. That's like one that you hear in preschool.
I'm just saying, that's like a lot of military names up in that stuff,
Wah, wah,
general.
Wah.
Yeah. Ouch. Ouch.
Oh, gosh. So anyway, medications during that period, not so good. They contain toxic materials like mercury, arsenic, strychnine, or narcotics.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of narcotics?
Probably, I think cocaine.
It's an opium, yeah.
An opium.
Yeah.
Opiate.
Arsenic was commonly used to treat syphilis, while strychnine was used to treat different disorders. So with people not knowing the cause of their diseases, and given what was available for medicine, they often died from trying to treat whatever they had.
Mm-hmm.
Strychnine is rat poison.
Mm-hmm. And this is an interesting fun fact. So I didn't know this. Mercury. It was also used to treat behavior. It was also used to treat beaver skins as part of a process of turning them into hats.
Yep,
mercury accumulated in people's bodies, of course, causing some to develop dementia, and that is what led to the term "mad as a hatter."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they call it Mad Hatter's disease. It was nuts.
I heard of that.
Instead of soaking through your hands, you're soaking it through your head every time you sweat.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah,
I didn't either.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Dude, that's got to be rough. You're wearing a hat and you're sweating every day and you're sucking in mercury and it makes you just nuts every day more and more.
Sure.
That makes me never wanted to put a beaver as my hat.
At least not the headband.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
Leeches, as we know, were commonly used to help bleed, they were actually used in bleeding patients. Mm-hmm. This actually dates back to 1700s, where they were used to remove the blood, because leeches will inject an anesthetic and an anticoagulant into the person or animal they are attached to, and that, I guess using them is relatively painless, but I can't imagine. That's disgusting.
It's just when you pull them off.
They still do that.
Yep. Oh yeah, they still are using leeches in plastic surgery.
Yeah.
When you're attaching an arm or whatever, if they want to prevent blood from accumulating at the site during surgery, they'll use leeches.
Sure. Yeah.
There's actually a company that sells leeches.
Medical leeches.
Called Leeches USA.
Need to get some. Everybody should have some leeches.
But you can just, kind of go up to any, or, some of the lakes and slow-moving bodies of water and just collect them yourself.
Yeah. See, that's the funny thing about it. Is because the leeches that they actually use are not like the ones we're used to seeing at the lake. These things are giant.
Big.
I mean, they're like thumb size.
Yeah.
They're like Amazon. You just crossed a river and there's 14 of them on your legs.
Well, evidently you can purchase them at Leeches USA.
Nice. Get a link for that so we could all purchase them for our first aid kits.
Shad, find the link.
I'm just saying, folks, if you come up to a building that says futures red and leeching done, just don't do it.
I don't know. Leeching could be quite enjoyable.
I mean, it's kind of just the same along the lines of maggots. They also use those during the gold rush times, and people still use them today. Because evidently there's good maggots and there's bad ones. Good maggots are, they eat the dead, not living tissue, but they help keep the, wounds open and clean when any kind of medication will not work. But bad maggots, they will be the ones that go under the skin, like, the bot fly.
Oh, the old bot flies.
You see nasty things on the internet.
That's not a maggot. That's a parasite.
Old bot fly.
It's a bot fly.
That's a parasite.
Bot fly.
Maggots are parasites at one point.
But you know what's really funny is because, and I've heard this, and I know if you really had to do it, and Shad knows if you really had to do it, you got to do it. But you can put maggots. But if they're eating the dead meat, they got to be pooping somewhere, and they're not moving off your skin to do that.
I don't know.
Well, if you want some leeches, I posted the website.
Nice.
You can get the LE2000 Hirudo Medicinals leeches. 7 to 99 leeches, you'll pay $17.15 each. However, buy 100 or more leeches, and it's only $15.15 each.
Good.
Oh my God.
Now, you can get the LE3000 Leech Mobile Home, trademark, sold as a complete set of 2 containers for $302. However, there's a premium LE3100 Mini Leech Mobile Home, $244.
Who's got a mobile home for these guys?
What do you carry them around with you, or?
You gotta
like a mobile leech service.
Keep them alive.
Now, you can call them. Don't email to place an order. You need to call them. If you email them your order, it will delay it.
Oh man.
Oh, that's funny.
We're in the wrong business. We should be selling leeches.
Yeah, there's even a link. The Leech Mobile Home is it's a container that is a mobile home for the leeches. It keeps them alive. That's what it is.
You guys,
you can take it around. It's not.
Right.
Okay.
You guys remember the first guy that told me how to gold dig? Yeah, he's been selling leeches for years as fish bait.
Well, yeah, I've heard about that.
They're cheap as fish bait. If you use them for
medical purposes. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, for medical, they're worth fortune. Dang.
You never know. Maybe that is the
cure.
The thing that cures
coronavirus.
Corona.
It might be.
Or it's by the Bill Maher shared a nasty link.
Ooh, they're so nasty.
Oh, bot flies. Those things are gross.
Man, leeches live in the most scummiest, still nasty water that you've ever been in.
You can make them live in a mobile home
with clean water.
I've actually seen leeches in streams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We've gotten them before prospecting.
When we prospected, we've gotten leeches on
little
us
ones.
before.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I don't like the leeches.
No.
Yeah, you know what?
They're creepy.
The thing about a leech is it goes into the tightest, warmest place it can find.
Oh yeah, I was watching this Monsters in Me episode where they went into somebody's nasal cavity.
You can't watch that.
Exactly.
And they didn't even know about it for like weeks, and this thing grew, and they would be looking at somebody, and if you looked at this person, you would all of a sudden see a leech like come out of the nostril.
How do you not feel that?
Yeah,
Well, it's a big plug nose. I can guarantee you that.
That's freaky.
Well, there's a lot of blood there. They're probably getting real fat.
That's freaky. I won't watch that show.
They're like a swimming tick.
Yeah,
pretty much.
They are a swimming tick. They're a water tick.
Yeah,
that's what they are.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. But you can't watch that show. That freaks you out. That's nasty.
Oh, I hate that show.
Me too. I won't watch it.
He hates it when I watch it.
I will not watch it.
One good thing though, when it gets big enough, it'll just drop off.
Nasty.
About the size of your thumb or better.
It's nasty.
All right, I'm not talking about leeches anymore.
Okay,
but back then the doctors, if you were a doctor, you typically just only had like 2 to 4 years of training. Some weren't even trained at all. They were mostly homeopaths, eclectics, and something called Thomasonians.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that is exactly. Maybe you should Google that, dear. Thomasonians. Like, I don't know what that means. But anyway, that's who you would go to if you weren't feeling well. And because doctors, there weren't a lot of them to go around.
Right.
Actually, back then, barbers performed surgery and that bloodletting.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually the reason behind their red and white striped poles.
This is true.
Did you know that?
Well, that's true. I've heard that. Yep.
This practice actually began during the Middle Ages when barbers performed surgery and took out your teeth if you need them pulled. The original pole had a brass wash basin at the top representing the vessel where leeches were kept, and the bottom representing the basin that collected the blood.
Yeah, but you remember,
Thomasonian system was basically using herbal remedy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's kind of like the red, white, and blue emblems on a barber pole.
Mm-hmm.
Because they used to be doctors too, and the white used to be clean bandages, red was bloody ones, and the blue were old, nasty things.
Yeah, but Thomasonians love to have treatment methods that included steam baths, the use of cayenne peppers and laxatives, and administration of the emetic lobelia inflata, known as the Indian tobacco or pukeweed.
Pukeweed.
Okay, cayenne pepper and laxatives don't even sound like they go hand in hand.
No. What's puke? I wonder what pukeweed is.
The Thomasonians were hippies.
Probably. Yeah. What is pukeweed?
I think I would have been a Thomasonian.
Probably.
Well, Tim, I
pretty
think
sure.
pukeweed speaks for itself.
It kind of does, but what is it?
If you eat it, you're gonna puke.
Probably. I think you're right. That's how it earned its fine name. Pukeweed.
All right. So anyway, the moral of the story is hashtag life of a miner during the gold rush was not very glamorous as they thought, as miners had to deal with the harsh realities of what they now face. The abundance of placer gold and easily mined gold was quickly diminishing, and mountains were becoming more and more crowded. Miners risked their lives and families to come to California because they would have to, and they dealt with sudden deaths a lot.
Right.
So even if they caught a disease, as we said earlier, in the town of California, there were barely any doctors to cure them. So they, went to weird extents to cure their diseases.
Sure.
There was always acting doctors.
Right, like the homeopaths and Thomasonians.
Yeah.
Well, hey, here, pukeweed. All right. I found some more information on it, right? Uh-huh. It's actually both good for dermatology and respiratory aid. So this may be the cure for the coronavirus.
See?
Native Americans used it for respiratory and muscle disorders.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
They also, a lot of people would chew the leaves or smoke them.
Okay.
Right?
Of course.
So there you go. They would also use it to smoke out the gnats.
Oh, see, so
maybe
it's
like an insecticide,
right? Yep. So maybe
it was basically essential oils.
However, I will say this: that it's still used to this day, right, for medicine type stuff. But there are some side effects. They include sweating, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, rapid heartbeat, mental confusion, convulsions, hypothermia, a coma, and possibly death.
Wow.
The root is toxic and can be fatal if eaten. Only the leaves are good.
It kind of sounds like a pharmaceutical commercial.
It does, yeah.
You know what? I look at it this way. If you can make a gnat puke and get out of your tent, it's not good.
Hey.
Well, so don't mess with the root.
No,
the leaves.
Just the leaves.
Just the leaves.
But it doesn't sound like it makes you puke unless it's a side effect.
Yeah, sweating, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, rapid heart.
It's pretty much a side effect.
Yeah, but other than
that,
it's
second. Michael Shelby said that Pfizer extracts a chemical from pukeweed for Prozac.
Oh, see, there you go.
And I take
that makes total sense now.
Yeah. Yeah, see. It's
but I see some benefit in the plant remedies, because that's really, if you break it down, a lot of the drugs that we use now have some essential oils or plants.
Pukeweed,
see, yeah, being one of them. So there we go.
Like right now, I'm dousing myself in holy basil.
You're not dousing, you're rubbing.
Holy moly.
So that is the scent for the quarantine.
Well, good.
So that was my extended fun fact. I know that we've been hearing a lot about the coronavirus, but just think of it back then. We don't really have it as bad as what they had back then.
No, right.
Think about it. If you had one fake news in your town and that was the only news you had, you were screwed.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. So, got it made right now. This stuff will pass.
It is not too bad.
No, it shall pass.
But now, look, don't turn your head and think it's not bad, because it is bad, guys. But we will overcome.
It could be worse.
I'm talking positive vibes, man.
Well, here's a
get away from the negativity.
I got a positive vibe for you. Cabin fever got you down. Need some pay dirt? Well, look no further. Tommy Knockers is in the chat room. You can check out some of their fine pay dirt over there at TommyKnockers.com. So check them out if cabin fever's got you. Also, check out some of our other sponsors here on Gold Prospector Space for some fine pay dirt. Dirt Hog, and you got Gold Hog, and you got, I forget who else, but if they're on here, they're good ones.
Can Tommy Knocker share his site? Because I've seen like 3 people on Facebook today like, I have no gold dirt.
Yeah. If cabin fever got you, that's what you need. All worried. You need a bag of pay dirt to get you through this while you're sitting at home and can't go nowhere. So check out some of our great sponsors, and get you a great bag of pay dirt and kick back and pan, and enjoy. Right? That's all you can do. I would love to have some right now. It would get you through this.
Yes, it would.
It would. It'd be nice just to kick back and can't go nowhere. You can go in your backyard and pan some dirt, or at your kitchen table or dining room table, whatever you want, right? Set up the old water table, whatever you want.
I used to sit at the dining room table and pan for hours.
See, so anybody can do that. That would be good. They could.
Hey, you know what, Tim?
What's that?
I think. Did you do a giveaway last weekend?
No, sir, we did not.
Sunday?
No, sir, we didn't.
Well, guess what? Old Rick Wright, and he does that panning things that we were talking about. He gave me a bag of pay dirt to give away on the show.
What?
Cool.
Oh, no. Awesome.
Now, Now, you guys, I'm going to tell you, I don't want to hear any flack about nothing because this is unsearched. I mean, it's dirt.
Right.
But I know there's gold in it.
Okay.
But it's dirt.
How do you know there's gold in it if it's unsearched?
Because
you got gold vision.
It was actually worked ground, and he put it in the thing, and then he added some gold in it just for giggles.
Right.
So I know there's gold in it.
Okay. So they definitely added a spinch, but you don't know how much. But there's gold in it. That's all you can say. That's right. That's cool, Scott.
Yeah, he does a. Actually, I want to get a video of him doing his thing. He actually does prospecting tours, which I'm pretty sure it's probably not working out very well for him right now.
Right.
But when everything was going really good, a lot of people went out there and they found gold, and a lot of people liked what he was doing. He's right on the end of Carefree Highway and the 60 going to Morristown or Morristown. I could say that. And a lot of you guys have been down here, like Shad and Kathleen. They know where Morristown is, so they've went past the corner. But yeah, he does that stuff, and he actually donated a $20 bag to me.
Well, that's cool.
At the Gold Show. Yeah, at the Gold Show. So I thought that was great. And like I said, if you guys, anybody wants his information or anything like that, you can just always email me or on Gold Prospector Space or PM me if you're on my Facebook. But I'll tell you where he's at. But he gave me a $20 bag to give away. So Kathleen, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay.
All right. The rules are as always. If Kathleen draws your name, you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to answer in the chat room that you are here. So Kathleen, whenever you're ready, let her rip, Tater Chip.
We have why gold.
Why
dun
gold?
Dun dun.
Oh, not white gold, really?
Dun 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 dun
Why gold? Are you out there?
Oh, he just said
sweet and then here.
Sweet and here. Sweet and here. Congratulations to Why Gold.
And he said right on.
Now, Why Gold? Rich is going to side chat you and get your address. So make sure you send it to him. Dun, dun, dun. Pretty cool. Enjoy. At least somebody gets
It's a $20 pay dirt bag from Rick Wright. He's like I said, he's a cool friend of mine. He does a lot of stuff out there, and he's in the desert. And he's just like me. He actually does his thing, and yeah, he does pretty good stuff. He was actually at the Phoenix Gold Show and did really great. I was proud. I was like, man, you're raking it up. So it works, and he's got videos to back him up. If you guys watch on YouTube and stuff like that, I can't remember. It's I don't have the card with me.
Wait, okay.
But like I said, he does gold tours for you guys out there that want to go do that. That's a pretty cool deal. And I almost forgot. I got an Amara hat to give away. It's a sock hat. You guys are always cold over the East Coast right now. Kathleen, roll that beautiful bean footage again.
Okay.
Same rules. They don't change.
Did you just say a sock hat?
That's what he said, a sock hat. Now, I have no idea what that is.
If you call it a toboggan, I'm going to kick you in the knee next time I see you.
A beanie.
Whatever. It's a sock hat.
Beanie.
A beanie.
A toboggan.
You know what's really funny is
It's a beanie.
They call it here in Arizona a toboggan. I'm like, that's an 8-man sled.
And a toboggan.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's not a sled. It's a hat. You could call it's a beanie, but when I was growing up, it's called a sock hat.
We always called him a toboggan.
Well, you got to remember in the old days when you ran out of hats, you cut off the end of a sock and stretched over your head. It's a sock hat.
Never done that.
You're not old enough.
Apparently not. Apparently not. Okay, Kathleen, whenever you're ready, give away a sock hat. Go for it.
I have. Can't be Rich Cooley.
Oops. Rich could use a
Hey,
sock
Scott,
hat.
you're
Scott, you were next.
You got to be kidding me.
and then Tim, and then me.
Man, why am I at the bottom?
You were at the bottom. All right. The name is Bill Marsh.
Bill Marsh. 1 minute, 30 seconds. And we get some Jeopardy again for Bill Marsh. You've just won a sock hat if you answer that you're here.
I have never heard it called that before.
Dude, me neither. Me neither. So we'll roll with it.
I've been calling that a sock hat since I was a kid, 3 years old.
Sock hat.
Yeah.
Bill Marsh. Sock hat. It's all you.
From Amra.
Now listen, there are things such as a sock hat. They are typically the really long hats.
Like a Santa hat?
In a sense, yeah. Or an actual sock.
Folks, you pull it down on your head and you fold it up, it still says Amra across the top. It's a sock hat. I don't care how you cut it.
Did you say Amra or Amra?
Amra. I've got a slight accent.
Oh, God.
I ain't like most of you people up there in the north.
Well, I'm glad Bill said he was here. He just wanted to enjoy the entire song.
All right. Well, good.
Right.
All right. So now, Bill, same thing. Rich is going to send you a side chat. Get him that mailing info, and we can get it to Scott. And I just got a message too. Kathleen, don't put away that randomizer. This is from our good friend Gary Bast at Tommy Knocker's Pay Dirt.
Too busy.
He's going to give away a bag, but it's going to have a half a gram added to it. So,
all right,
same rules.
Shad's name came
up. I won.
No,
in the world.
So wait, let me get my.
All right,
let me get my.
The name is Robert Hall.
Robert Hall. 1 minute, 30 seconds. You guys want Jeopardy?
Robert, if you're here, say you're here in the chat room.
That's all you got to do.
By the way, Dennis Dayton, if you're listening, I hope you love this song.
And a big thank you to Gary Bass for that. See, trying to help people with their cabin fever. So.
Yeah, thank you, Gary.
What's that name again, Kathleen?
Robert Hall.
Robert Hall?
H-A-L-L.
H-A-L-L. Come on, Robert. Ticky, ticky. Time is running out. 53 seconds left. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. All you got to do is say you're here. It's that simple.
You actually just got to type anything. We'll even accept an empty space.
We'll accept.
Just hit enter.
Yeah.
Is Robert Hall really going to miss Tommy Knocker's Pay Dirt?
Well, that's kind of like, did Scott Swiftwater miss Gold Hog?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sluice box.
Hey, you guys got to remember, I was explaining the show to a lot of people at that time. I couldn't even hear it.
22 seconds remain, Robert. 19, 18.
I think we actually have.
And now you can never win again, Scott. So,
I know, but I'm just saying. I think it was 17 to 20 people that we had out there that was listening to the show that night on a patio, like they were listening. And I was trying to explain what we do and how the show runs and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, if I miss it, that's cool. You know what? It gave it to somebody else.
And time is expired.
It's the buzzer.
My God.
Time is expired. Dun, dun,
Robert Hall.
So Kathleen gets the privilege of picking another name.
I got it. I'll pick another one.
Keep your fingers crossed, everybody.
He must have been in the bathroom. I don't know.
Bad timing.
I know, right?
All right. The next person, Shad's name keeps coming up.
I'm winning.
Oh my gosh. Let me try that again.
All right, do it.
All right. The next person is Stephen France.
Stephen France.
Oh, no, he can't win. He's disqualified.
Timer has started.
Hey, don't put it in the chat room. Let's see if he listens to the show.
Oh, Stephen France. Ticky, ticky. The clock is a-ticking.
I love it. Don't put it in the chat room. See if he listens.
He's here. He listens.
He's paying attention.
Look at that.
Way to go, Stephen. Everybody likes me to let the song finish. So.
Hey, what did Bill Marsh win?
He won the Amra sock hat.
Sock hat.
Hey, Richard, just put sock hat below that one.
Sock hat.
Yeah, if you put beanie or toboggan, Scott will lose his mind and not know what it means.
It's not a toboggan. Look it up. Toboggan's a big sled.
No.
Freaking toboggan.
That's a toboggan's a hat. Steven, if you'd like, send Gary Bast your mailing information. That would help us out a lot. So do that.
You know, a toboggan's a sled, not a bobsled. All right?
Right.
I didn't say it was a
It's a long, narrow sled.
I thought it was a hat.
It is also a hat.
Right, it is. It's a toboggan. That's what it is. It's a toboggan.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. All right. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Tim. It's John, huh?
Hey, John. How are you tonight?
Hey, John.
Doing so-so.
Just so-so. That's it?
Hanging in there?
Do what?
Are you hanging in there?
Yeah, trying to. Just enjoying my new toy for my truck.
Well, there you go.
What's your new toy?
It's a 2010 Ford F-150 crew cab.
Awesome. You got the Apocalypse Mobile?
Do what? I didn't quite hear you. Got feedback on the radio, on the phone.
Oh, sorry. So you got yourself an Apocalypse Mobile.
Yeah, I can run people over for once.
Run over some zombies.
I think we should start adding that stuff to our vehicles. You know, spikes.
I think
first I'm going to install a toilet paper rack.
That's right. I called and let you know I was finally able to hear the show tonight.
Good. Did you figure out what was wrong?
Well, I'm listening to it on my phone.
Okay. Did you put the app on your phone, or are you just listening?
Yeah.
Okay, good. The app works good. And then you're able to still chat. Right?
Yeah.
See?
Yep.
Perfect. That's what I recommend everybody does that's having problems. Put that app in. And then you could just...
I think I'm going to have to get a hold of Microsoft to find out what the problem is, because I think it might be that new update they come out with.
I'm sure it was. You know, I would not doubt it. When they do updates, it screws stuff up. Every time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the first time it's done it since I've had this laptop, but...
Right.
Who knows?
But at least you're able to listen now and be in the chat room at the same time. See? That is cool. Glad to have you.
Yep, got an earphone in one ear and the chat room on my laptop.
Oh, perfect.
That's how you do it.
Well, glad to have you back, brother. You know, glad you can listen. For sure. You know what?
Yeah, at least I can hear all the jokes and everything.
Well,
during the show, instead I have to go back and download it and listen to the whole show over again.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's better.
Oh, yeah, you get stuff way out of context from the chat room.
Yeah.
Like, what God's name is happening?
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, if you just read the chat, it would be kind of screwed up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely...
I remember the chat from the last show's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to the show, and I was picturing the chat room as I was listening to the show, and I go, now that makes
sense. You see what happens when I'm not there? It's unmistakable.
Yeah. That's it, Scott. It's because you wasn't here. Obviously.
We just need Scott to quit sending this rain our way.
He needs to keep it where he does his rain videos.
No, it's Arizona, and you guys can have it.
Well, we know he wears white T-shirts, and now he's got a white truck.
Oh, yep, see? The things we learn.
Now, John, while we have you live on the air, have you ever heard of the term sock hat?
Yeah, I've actually seen them. The real long, toboggan-like hats.
It's a toboggan-like hat. Yeah, but it's not a... It's
a really long toboggan-like hat. You hear that, Scott? It's not a beanie.
It ain't. A toboggan is a sled.
Don't they call them skull caps or something?
That's another one. I'm going to have to buy that Amra needs a sock hat.
I've never heard it called a sock hat. Right.
Well, the thing is when like Kathleen said skull cap, what that is when you put it on, you don't fold it up. Anything you put on and you fold up is a sock hat.
Okay.
But to me, it's still a toboggan anyways.
Okay.
It's a toboggan, yeah.
It's
potatoes, it's a toboggan.
You put it on your head, it keeps your head warm in the winter.
It's a toboggan. That's right.
Yep.
You know what? We'll just call them head warmers.
We're just going to call it a toboggan, not a sock hat. Sock cap. Toboggan.
Well, whenever they decide to have the gold show here after all this Corona crap's over with.
I'm bummed.
Right, me too. I was looking forward to it.
And Scott's here. We can all pick on Scott at the same time.
Yeah, we can get him a sock cap, and he can wear it around. Yeah.
Yeah, but have they done away with the Ohio show already?
Yep, they're all done. Every show's canceled until further notice. Yep.
Yeah, they postponed them all till later on this year.
Yep. So
don't know when, just like our voting.
Right. So hopefully
they moved it clear to June 2nd?
June. Yeah, that's all I know. June. But
well, just for you Ohio listeners out there, me and the Ole was putting things together, and I was actually going to really make it, I thought.
No, you weren't, you liar.
Yes, if Lisa was on the case, they would have made it.
Right, right.
It keeps him in check.
There's really nobody flying around right now.
Somebody's won, so Scott never show up.
Right.
You can still fly.
Right. Yeah, you can still fly down, Scott.
Oh, you could fly?
But save the trip for when they do have the show.
Right.
You need to make it out here. We'll go on a camping thing and do some dredging.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Now, listen to you guys right now saying, oh, you could fly. That's like putting 5 bullets in my 6-shooter and going, let's see
what are you talking about?
I would fly tomorrow.
Oh, my gosh. The airplane's got the best circulating filter system out there, man. You'd be fine.
Fine and dandy.
Hey, I worked at the airport.
I do have a question for Shad, though.
All right, go ahead, John.
Did Scott ever pay you that money he owed you on that bet he lost?
Scott?
Yes, I gave him Egyptian cotton.
He gave him Egyptian cotton, John.
No.
Now, if I'm mistaken, Scott said he was going to give
he bought us
Kathleen a $20 bill.
He did say that. Yep. I remember him saying it too. Yeah.
No, like I said, it was funny because I never even thought about it, so I didn't. It just never happened.
I honestly didn't either.
But all the listeners remember. That's the thing.
I know.
Yeah, because I never heard anything about Shad and Kathleen getting 20 from Scott, so I didn't know if he paid him or not.
Well, now you know the truth, John. It just came out. So negative, Ghost Rider.
We did get to party with Manny.
Right. So I guess that's worth $20. You know?
Yeah, we had steak kebabs.
That's worth $20.
Natty Light.
And Manny.
That's worth something.
Showed up.
But just hanging out. I guess hanging out with Manny's worth the $20. So it's all worth it.
Yeah, I guess it is worth $20.
It is. It would be worth it to hang out with Manny. I mean,
since we all got to chip in to get it for him.
Yeah. So we're all ready for a video. That's all we're saying, right, John? Tell him.
Yeah, I've been waiting for him for a video for the last 3 weeks when he said he was going to put one out that 1 week.
See? I know.
Man, I've been getting... I got rain.
Now it's raining, so I can't do a video because it's raining.
They hurt his foot.
I can't do a video because the sun's shining.
That was not even funny.
Can't do a video.
Well, he said he was going to show us how he's going to get to his claim and everything and show us his claim, but he never made a video of it.
Because he hurt his foot. That's why he couldn't do that one.
We were calling him Peg Leg.
Yeah, see. I don't know.
Well, if you see me walk across a campground, you'd really know I wasn't joking about hurting my heel.
I don't know.
Yeah, we saw him coming in the moonlight, herding javelinas.
Yeah, with the big old limp.
I just think, he just don't, have it in him no more to make videos or something. I don't know.
Dude, it's just been a bad year, guys.
I'm just saying.
If Scott's complaining about hurting his foot and not prospecting, why can I go down the creek with a cane and dredge?
Oh, see, you're right.
Because you have creeks and we have washes.
Kathleen see me in the creek down Georgetown with my cane.
That's right. See? If you had a camera, you'd be making a video. So I don't understand this. We want to see video. This is getting a little ridiculous. Everybody start blasting Scott on his Facebook. Where's a video? Where's a video? Where's a video? We want videos.
Okay.
Set Manny free.
You guys got to understand, if I can't walk down, even with a cane.
Now, dude, just make one up, dig a little wash in your backyard, put some water, and pretend.
Yeah. Just,
like, you can even...
Just, fake it. We don't care. Just give us a video.
Like, get
you guys know I don't make videos like that.
You.
It would be fun.
Scott just needs to quit hog tying Manny and gagging him.
That's right. We want
it ain't
Manny.
hard. He ain't got no legs.
He has a problem keeping his arms on. He likes to take them,
That could be resolved.
He doesn't like his arms.
That could be resolved.
I had to throw that out there just for fun.
Oh, we appreciate it, John, man, and we thank you. And we thank you for
brother.
calling in, brother.
No problem.
All right, man. You take care. Be safe. Okay?
I'm trying to. I basically just stay home anyways.
Well, there you go. Social distancing.
Yeah. Well, I got some cons I can clean up yet from last year.
Well, there you go.
So I can still do something.
Well, there you go. See, you got a little something to keep you from the cabin fever getting to you, right?
Yeah, no.
And I am still working on sending you another box of gemstones for a giveaway on the show.
Cool. Well, just whenever you can.
I haven't forgot about it.
I didn't think you did. No worries, brother. It's all good. Okay.
It's just with all this that was going on with my Dodge I had.
Oh, yeah,
and everything.
Oh, don't you ever worry about that.
I had to get off of doing the gyms to take care of all that mess.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, wait, are you talking about excuses?
Yeah, but he did have a legit one. His was
Jim,
legit. Yeah.
Shad and Kathleen have seen what my truck looked like after it got totaled out sitting in front of my house.
Yeah, his was legit. So that's why I'm going. That's why I said I understand. It's fine. Scott, yours are getting old. Yours are coming out of the handbook for excuses. It's like, what page should I go to today to get an excuse?
But at least I have a valid excuse.
Yes, sir. Page.
Shad and Kathleen know because they got to deal with the car their daughter totaled out by hitting a deer.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, she's been through 3 cars now.
Oh.
The last one was not her fault. She hit a deer on campus.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think that deer was spreading the coronavirus.
Might have been. might have been. Never know. You just don't know. All right, John. Thanks, brother, for calling in. You have a good night. Okay?
You guys will have a good night, too.
All right. Stay safe, brother.
Good night.
Bye, buddy.
Night.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
That's cool. See, Scott, page 11. My battery's dead in my camera. I'll use that one today.
You guys are killing me.
See? Page 12. Don't know how to operate my camera.
Yeah, it's just like I said, this year has been the weirdest year I think I've ever had in my life, and then now all this stuff's going on. It's like, good Lord, could it get any better?
It's been an unusual year.
It has been. And
yes, it has.
And it's
just know,
and it's
in
just
9 months,
mm-hmm.
like Kathleen called it already.
What's that?
There'll be a major corona baby boom.
Oh, there's going to be.
You want to know why?
Why?
Doctors are encouraging people while being quarantined to hook up.
Really?
Oh, no.
There's There's also condom shortages.
Oh, jeez.
Right now, so, well, okay.
Okay, what are you talking about?
I haven't seen that one yet.
And there's a rising in sales of toys of the sexual kind, too.
Oh, jeez.
No, is there?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
So there's going to be a lot of babies coming around.
Well, there's going to be a lot of babies. You're right. In 9 months. Watch and see. Yep. I'm with you. I agree. Yep.
Oh, that means there'll be a bunch of Christmas December babies.
Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Wow.
We're going to make a T-shirt that says, I survived.
Oh, that's right. I survived.
You know what?
The
COVID-19. Yeah.
in reality, who's going to sit back right now and go, I just want to bring a kid into this world? Are you for real?
I don't think...
Well, they think it's the end of the world, so they're like... That line's being played like crazy right now.
Or they could just be a lot of oops.
My bad.
Right. Oh, yeah.
There's a shortage.
It's 18 years, folks.
Trust me, we're living it.
And think that could hinder your prospecting and treasure hunting abilities.
Right.
Just say.
Right.
So practice safe sex by abstinence and treasure hunting and gold prospecting.
Right. Social distance. Practice it.
Social distance. Except evidently, Scott says you can't camp.
No, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
I don't know. You need to look into that, Scott.
Mm-hmm. Yes, look into it. Explore it deeper, Scott.
I want to know the rationale for that because it just doesn't make sense to me.
No,
because look,
it doesn't. Like I get campgrounds, I get state parks, you know, that kind of stuff, or like even the national parks that have campgrounds where a lot of people are all in close proximity. But I don't understand you saying that BLM land, which is massive, obviously, out west.
Right.
Exactly.
It's off limits to staying overnight.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because if you're a gold miner, guess what? You can go to your property or claim.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but you got to listen to what the projection of this epidemic is. They do not want you to go out from a city, where I'm at, and go out in the middle of the desert, and 4 days later to find out you've got it, and now you're in the desert, that you could die, or you could.
Unless you rode a horse out there or walked out there, you got a car, you can get back in a day.
They don't want you to be misplaced. They want to know where you're at. They want to know now.
Well, share your GPS location and do
control.
Your thing.
It's all about control.
I'm just saying.
Well, guess what just come out 2 days ago? The census. Okay, hello.
Yeah.
Come on, folks.
Did you do yours?
So you think this is a government ploy to ensure Americans are in their home, their places of residence, and force them then to take the census?
I don't think it's a government ploy. I believe it's a chance for things to happen that we don't want to happen, like globalized crap, like everybody for one. That's not going to happen. There's too many countries that don't, number one, they don't like us. Number two, they don't want to like us. Number three, they're always against us, and this epidemic is affecting everybody.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
You got to look at the bigger picture.
I'm sorry. I'm just at the little picture about, no, they don't want you out on your gold claims. They can't do that. I call bull crap.
I mean, they can announce
it,
but I don't think they can enforce it.
Screw that, yeah.
Right.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
Stick it to the man and get some gold.
Get out there, Scott. Go camping. Camp America. Be the rebel you are with your sock.
Don't worry,
cap on.
Scott. When they send the black helicopters for you, we know the truth. We got your back.
That's right. Well, tell them.
We've already been looking for those guys.
Oh, gee. You got your foil on your head underneath your sock cap?
Foil?
Yeah.
This is not aliens, dude.
Well, you got to stop the government radio waves from getting to you and penetrating your mind.
Right.
So you got to wear the foil hat.
I always think of like the bigger picture, and I always see things like this, like the stuff we're launching up in space right now for the space station.
Oh, God.
It's a global thing.
It's
not one country. It's a global space station. Mm-hmm. Okay, why are we building a global space station up there? We have things going up there all the time, and nobody even, you don't hear it in the news. You don't care.
We got a global spaceship?
Space thing?
For serious right now?
We got a spaceship up there?
I didn't know that. We got a global space thing up there.
The Enterprise.
Is it the Enterprise? The USS Enterprise? The
Enterprise. You guys, you know what? I'm just going to quit talking because evidently you haven't been watching for nothing.
We love you, Scott.
I'm just saying. I want real quick though before we're done. I want to see answer yes or no if you believe in Scott's theories.
In the chat room.
That's all I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know what?
I'm just saying. Let's see. Let's put it out there, Scott, and see yes or no.
Yes, right.
How many of our listeners hanging with us tonight agree with you?
With Scott's theories. With his Scottisms.
Really, I mean, if
LOL's not an answer.
No, wait. You guys got to listen. If we're exploring space like we are, we have a global space station up there. There's no.
We got space stations
that's a fact.
too?
No way.
It's a fact.
Wait,
if you don't know there's a global space station in space right now.
He does. He's being silly.
Well, there's not a global spaceship. There is the International Space Station.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you're living on it, what is it?
It's not a ship. It's a station.
It's like the Enterprise.
Now wait a minute. How do you
know the Enterprise went somewhere? A ship goes somewhere.
How do you know that it doesn't move? How do you know?
It's got little blasters to keep them in orbit.
Right.
Have you been up there?
Space junk. It's not a ship. It's a station.
Have you been up there?
No, of course I haven't been up there.
So shut up, because you have no idea.
Oh my God, you're insane. No, it's a space station, not a spaceship. A spaceship would indicate it's going from point A to point B.
But it moves.
It's just in orbit.
It's in orbit, yeah.
It's not moving on its own. It's moving because of the gravity.
It can't fly back to Earth.
The Earth.
Right, it can't fly back home.
Just stay in orbit so it doesn't fall and kill all of us.
So it don't crash. Right. A spaceship they use to get to the space station.
Yeah, they would go up.
The USS Enterprise.
They would go up to the space station.
Oh my God!
Right. Uh-huh. Then they would catch a spaceship to go to Mars.
Right. Yeah, it's like a global taxi.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. Later on, Shad will be going, that short guy was right.
All right, again, you just called yourself short. I rest my
Well, because you're 6'4", you gorilla.
Isn't that like two weeks in a row?
I'm a gorilla. Really?
2 weeks in a row he's
What are you, a little
short.
chimp? You going to climb up on my shoulder and go for like a little walk down the road?
You guys.
Scott.
You guys are too much
Scott, keep us informed of the spaceship up in space, and let us know. You keep an eye on things for us.
And get your transmitter out and let us. Make sure
What's really funny, if you think about it, space has no
frontiers,
gravity, that has air, that has nothing. All you need is a vacuum cleaner to blow the opposite way. That would blow you clear to Mars.
Or just fart.
All right, Scott. We got to get you up there and out there with the vacuum cleaner to move around in space.
Yeah, the final frontier.
No, I said a vacuum cleaner in the reverse mode, which would push air. That's all you would need
in space.
Well, obviously, you want to suck up the air. You need to push the air,
right? To push you around in space.
You got to blow air.
I'm just telling you what, technological world, everything, we're trying to build stuff up. We got space stations in there, and people still like, oh, there's no such thing as aliens. Oh, guess what?
Wait, you just said space station. I thought it was a spaceship.
Oh, stop.
It's the same thing.
Well,
just because one doesn't
the same thing,
don't mean it's not a freaking motorized apparatus.
They didn't fly the space station up to space on its own. A spaceship.
They had to build the station up there piece by piece.
Right, from parts that came from a spaceship that they flew up there. See, if it was a spaceship, they could have flew it up there. It's a space station. So See, it's just think about it a little, Scott. It's just
okay.
It's like a satellite.
Just laugh at the jokes, boys and girls. Just laugh.
Okay, we will. But Scott, keep us informed. Let us know if you pick up any broadcasts and all that. Okay.
I think I'm looking at stuff from space. I'm just saying, everything kind of ties in. I mean, if you look at stuff, it's kind of funny how it works. It's like a movie. I mean, actually, it's like a movie.
It's a really bad movie right now, though.
Yeah.
It's
a bad movie because we're living it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's a movie.
It's a movie.
You know what? You try sitting through episode after episode of Downtown F. Tell me this is not the worst apocalypse ever.
Yes, I am making him do that.
I ain't watching no Downton Abbey.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Downton, not downtown.
Yeah, it's Downton.
All I'm saying, in life right now, there is an agenda and there is a perspective, and we on this gold show will never see it.
Really?
But you know what? You got to go see some gold. You got to go dig gold. Scott. Get out there. Get out there.
You're going crazy.
Get the gold.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to be riding? A pontoon boat?
Anything.
I don't care. Figure it out. Do it.
Well, you could probably, go panning or dredging at this point.
Anything.
I can't even get to my claims at this point with the water where it is. There's no way.
You get upstream and you float down. That's what we do.
Or just
okay.
I'm sure you got some dirt somewhere laying around. Get it and just pan it.
You know how awesome that video would be?
It would be great.
Floating down on a dredge in Arizona.
That would be awesome.
Well, then you know what? Fly back over here because I want you in it.
All right, man. Let's go do it.
That'd be fun.
I'll do it. If you're serious, I'll do it, man.
You want to float down that wash? We're going to try it one time.
All right, try it.
That'd be a sweet video.
I'm just saying.
It'd be a good video for sure. Yeah.
I'm going to have 2 life preservers.
Mm-hmm. 3. Don't
one
forget Manny. Yeah, and 1 for Manny. Don't forget. Okay.
Dude, he's floatable. He can just go anywhere. I don't care about him.
Well, you should ride Manny down the wash then. That would even be better. Just wrap your arms around him.
On Manny and throw him in and see what happens.
Just wrap.
Oh Lord!
Wrap your arms and legs.
GoPro.
Yeah, just wrap your arms and legs around him and jump in and see what happens. Turn on that GoPro 8.
As much as the water turns and stuff around here in the washes when they're flooded like this, a GoPro would just get smashed. The first 3 minutes done.
Oh man!
I hear a lot of excuses.
More no matter what I ask.
Every day.
It's just another excuse.
Now the cameras.
And for everybody out there listening, remember what Shad's saying right now because he's planning on moving out here. We want to see the same thing out of you, big guy. Come on.
We know.
All right.
We'll get it from Shad. That's what we're saying. We want it from you right now because you're there. You're the West Coast connection.
You ever heard of the 3-day search?
We're getting no connection from the West Coast. We don't have a clue what's going on out there except it rained by a white truck. It could have been a water hose, for God's sakes. We don't know.
A water hose?
Well, it could have been a sprinkler. We don't know. We need more West Coast videos, so bring them. Okay?
Right.
You're the West Coast man.
And how do we know that was even you shooting the video?
Exactly. Thank you, Shad. We did not know that. That's right. He should have.
Because number one, you know what my truck looks like, you dirtbag.
Oh, no, I don't know.
We don't.
You liar. I drove by and honked at you, scared the heck out of you when I was going to the Gold Show Sunday.
We don't know. We've never seen your truck.
For all I know, that you just took that video from somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably wasn't even raining. Yeah, just saying.
Kind of sounds like, I'm just saying.
All right. On that note, let's go ahead and wrap it up because Scott's got to get us some videos made. West Coast video time. Here they come.
I reckon.
One after another. Boom, boom, boom.
But I would like to say thank you for all you guys coming on tonight. And just remember that, you know what, we do this stuff pretty much through the internet. So we'll still have our gold shows going on. So please keep tuning in.
As long as there's internet.
Those comments and stuff.
We'll be here. Right, Scott?
Yeah. Hashtag quarantine 2020.
COVID.
Yeah, no doubt.
2020. Right? All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Scott, thank you. And thank for all those great giveaways. Thank you, Gary Bast over at Tommy Knockers for that great giveaway. You guys
definitely. Thank you.
Yes, you guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
All have a great week. Everybody stay safe, social distancing, and we're out of here. We'll see you Sunday. Good night, everybody.
Good night, gold diggers.
Good night, survivors.
Tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.
I need some TP.
TP for my bunghole.
Not coming.